Hello, everyone, and welcome to the ShiftSixOS webinar titled Building a Dream Team, Strategies for Attracting and Retaining the Best Legal Talent. My name is Bryan Figueroa. I am the head of growth at ShiftSixOS. We are a legal staffing company. Katrina Cattell, our head of marketing, joins us as well. She will be in the background helping me out with the slides for this presentation. The agenda we will cover today goes as follows: how to attract talent through job postings, what benefits do candidates expect from the employers, how flexibility and work-life balance makes a difference, providing employees with career, growth, and development opportunities, creating a sense of meaning and purpose within their work, and lastly, how to leverage innovation and technology to attract and retain the best legal talent. Let's dive in. All right, so I believe it's important that we start at the job listing. It's the beginning of the process and the biggest make it or break it point for your candidates. With a solid job posting, you can give your candidates a chance to generate their first opinions on how it would feel to work with you. It all comes down to transparency and trust. When you are thinking of a job posting, there's several items that you should definitely always include on there: benefits and compensations, company culture, and clear and accurate job titles. In terms of benefits and compensations, today's workforce really has the ability to access thousands of job listings all at once within minutes. What that means for you is that it creates a difficult dynamic for your growing firm. It makes it so that you are in bidding matches for these candidates with big law or other individuals down the street whose resources might just be more abundant than yours at this time in their career. Outline the compensation package, include salary, bonuses, and any other perks or benefits, including flexible work arrangements. Be fully transparent about the salary of the job posting and include either an exact range or, an exact figure or a short range to allow you some flexibility when it comes to evaluating your candidates based on their abilities. Company culture has also become very relevant for employees that are seeking new opportunities. This gives them the ability to gauge if their beliefs and work ethics align with your firm's core values. Highlight your firm's culture and values. Explain what it's like to work at your firm and what kind of professionals thrive within your firm environment. Mention any opportunities for professional development or mentorship. Most professionals are looking for a culture of support and growth. A clear and accurate job title reflects the position and the salary with the position. Be honest about the type of work that the position is responsible for and what the firm expectations are for someone within this role. There really isn't a quicker way to lose a new employee than posting a job description that doesn't match the job that we're hired for. All right, now you have your job listing that is accurate and transparent. So the question becomes, where do you even post this? There are different avenues that you can take to post this job listing that you have at this time. Something we definitely recommend is posting it on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is well known for being a social platform for professionals, which makes it a great place to network and hire lawyers as well. Standard job sites like Monster, Indeed, WiseHire are also really good for finding candidates. These platforms are still regularly used by lawyers, but if you want something a little more specific, there are other avenues you can pursue, such as law firm-specific job sites. Law Crossing, lawjobs.com, and the National Association of Law Placement are perfect alternatives of standard job search sites for law firms seeking to hire new employees. The NALP is a site that helps law school graduates and attorneys experience an ethical hiring process. By registering, you will have access to more selective job candidates, meaning more productive job candidates. All right, so the hiring process, right? Now you have the bait, which is going to be your job application. You have your rod, which is going to be your job posting platform. And now you have something on the hook, which is your candidates. It's time to meet your new hires, right? A good practice of hiring etiquette is conducting 2 to 3 interviews max with each candidate. As you conduct these interviews, think of the role you're hiring for. Think of who they will be interacting with inside and outside of your firm and how their success will be measured. If you have a core team in place, get them involved in the hiring process. Your team is trusted and they know what is needed for your law firm to operate optimally. They'll be able to give you insights that you might not have considered. Give them the opportunity to be part of the process and be part in helping you find the right candidate. Many highly qualified candidates are shopping at multiple firms at once. By extending beyond 3 interviews, you're essentially opening the door for your competitors to snatch your employee before they even get a chance to start with you. All right, the next topic we'll cover is what benefits do candidates expect from employers? While salary is an important part of the employee and employer negotiation, benefits are equally as important and part of the contract as well. Most employers know the gist of what should be included, but the specifics of what is expected has definitely changed over time. Knowing what your law firm candidates are looking for is a key part to attracting them to your firm and keeping them happy and content with your company and your mission. So in terms of benefits, you should always offer the standard: healthcare, retirement, PTO, professional development. Now, this last item that you see on here is something new, but something that should definitely not be ignored, and that is flexible work arrangements. The pandemic accelerated the demand for flexible work arrangements, including remote work options or hybrid schedules. To learn about how to thrive in a virtual environment, you can check out our webinar this Thursday, where we'll be covering exactly that. Along with benefits, health and wellness benefits have gained prominence in recent years. Health is wealth, and your future employees are looking for it. Here are a few ideas on what to provide if your budget allows. Gym memberships is a good one, spa days, and mental health and wellness. With gym memberships, you can provide your employees with a membership, and even though it's not top priority, it's a great incentive to keep your lawyers and staff happy and healthy. Spa days is something that I'm seeing come up more often. Some companies have hired a masseuse to visit their law firm and treat their employees after a busy quarter or a very tough project. This can boost your employees' perception of the firm's investment in their health. Mental health and wellness overall, given the growing awareness of mental health and wellness, candidates are increasingly looking for employers who offer wellness programs, counseling services, and resources to support their mental health. Having a flexible work arrangement can also go a long way to promote mental health, well-being, and support your employees' health needs on a regular basis instead of a reactionary one. Some other examples of non-standard perks to consider could be concierge services. I've seen a few law firms implement dry cleaning services for their associates to make sure that's one less thing they have to worry about. Another one that I've seen is childcare. Having company-sponsored childcare on site can go a long way to create a peace of mind for your busy employees with families. All right, now I want to be perfectly clear on this. Handling expectations of your candidates versus what you can offer varies greatly. You must balance your working capital and keep everyone productive. They want better work-life balance and to pay their bills. So with the rapid evolution of legal technology and the shift to virtual law firm services post-COVID, your candidates are even more choosy. They want to see their families, they want more balance, and they want to make their money still. By being up to date on your tech, it opens the door to running a leaner operation while providing sought-after benefits from your future employees. It goes without saying that legal tech also allows you to keep a better eye on your operations, as you will now have a single source of truth and information within the firm with timestamps. So you may ask, why are lawyers looking for more flexibility at work? As mentioned earlier, there has been a noticeable shift towards lawyers being more family focused and wanting their work schedule to reflect that focus. This could be one of the main reasons behind a desire for flexibility. Flexibility can also boost morale and productivity. Some people concentrate better without the added benefits of water cooler talks and long pointless meetings. I know I'm one of them. So having the option to work from home sometimes can help with the concentration for people who do better with this kind of focus. Now, how does flexibility and work-life balance make a difference within your firm? And so, since the onset of COVID, our world has come to realize that many jobs that have traditionally been done in an office could just as easily be accomplished from home. With that discovery, many people have found an increase in satisfaction in their work-life balance when given flexibility to work when and where they want. Learn about the benefits about hybrid and work from home models so that we can help attract lawyers and support staff to your firm. All right. And so, how can law firms effectively communicate their commitment to work life balance? To be honest with you, this starts with the job description. If your firm wants to communicate commitment to healthy work life balance, they should start by including it in the job description. Describe your benefits in detail. Specify if it is a hybrid or work from home role, and express that your firm values quality of work over a strict office schedule. Provide benefits that reflect work life balance. You can do this by providing generous PTO and offering benefits such as childcare and paternity leave. Including sick days that don't eat up the PTO hours is another way to show that your firm wants its employees to have an excellent health without sacrificing their well-earned time off. Lastly, just be flexible. The best way to show trust and appreciation to your employees is by showing them that you trust that they can get the work done, even if they don't follow a traditional schedule or require occasional breaks throughout the day. Consider how difficult it is to get an auto shop appointment for your car, a doctor's appointment when those business closes at the same hour as your law office. There's really no need to micromanage these employees as long as they are hitting their marks, appointments, and getting the work done. So we've talked about all these benefits for the employees, but what benefit does it really have for you? And to be honest, there's quite a few there. So the first benefit that you get to, I guess, experience is going to be the expanded talent pool. Having the ability to hire talent from anywhere and removing those geographic boundaries and limitations greatly expands your talent pool, which can help you source the best lawyers in the country or in the world. It also lowers your overhead costs. By having a hybrid or remote work office, it greatly reduces your need for an office space or even a large office space, your resources, and any other associated expenses with maintaining a physical address. That saved money can be used to provide more enticing perks for your employees, grow the firm in different areas, continue your education. Really, sky's the limit once you have those resources in your hand. It also improves employee satisfaction. At this point, you may be thinking that it is expensive to keep employees happy and satisfied with their work. However, turnover is a much, much greater expense. And between lower productivity and overworked staff and training and hiring costs, it really equals to employee turnover being something that you want to avoid. And by providing this greater flexibility, you can improve your morale and lower your staff turnover overall. So the next topic that we'll cover is providing employees with some career growth and opportunities. A lack of career growth and development opportunities is the second top reason why employees quit a job, with low pay being the first. This highlights the importance of nurturing your employees' career advancement within the company and investing in their growth. Here are some ways that you can definitely help and set this up within your organization. You can definitely support your staff in advancing or continuing their education. You can implement tuition assistance programs, which can offer financial assistance or reimbursements for lawyers pursuing advanced degrees or legal specializations in a specific area of law or other relevant graduate degrees. This includes covering books, tuition help, and other related expenses with their continuing education. You can also encourage specialization within a certain field of law. Support lawyers are pursuing advanced education in areas of law that align with the firm's practice and other areas and client needs. Encourage specialization so that they can enhance your firm's practice, expertise, and value. CLE credits, I think, are definitely something to encourage and definitely have your lawyers and staff participate in. It allows them to stay up to date in legal developments and also helps them maintain their legal credentials. So make sure you provide some time and resources to complete the mandatory CLE requirements. There's also educational partnerships, which is something you may not have considered. You can establish partnerships with educational institutions or online learning platforms to provide a discounted tuition rate or other education benefits for lawyers within your firm. Projects like legal writing, client development, alternative dispute resolution, implementation of legal technology, and business development are also great areas to get your staff involved in to learn about the processes of the firm, experience growth, and also create better alignments. So something we'd like to cover is how to provide a clear path to partnership or senior roles. And it's quite simple, but you have to be disciplined to do it. A transparent criteria is first and foremost. You have to be able to clearly communicate the criteria, qualifications, and any requirements for promotion to the partnership or for a senior role. This might include billable hour targets, client development goals, years of experience, or other performance metrics within your firm. Mentorship and guidance can really help in forming a path to partnership. Assigning mentors or senior partners to guide your junior associates or lawyers can really help in developing and advancing them in their career progression. Mentors provide advice, share experiences, and help associates navigate the path to partnership, and also provide them leadership opportunities. You can identify opportunities for lawyers to take on leadership roles within the firm, such as leading a practice group, serving on committees, or spearheading any firm-wide initiatives. And of course, there's professional development plans. Work with lawyers to create an individualized professional development plan that outline their career goals and the steps needed to achieve them. Review and update these plans yearly or within 6 months if you have the ability to do so. All right, so as we move into creating a sense of meaning of purpose in their work, it's very important to acknowledge that being a lawyer is very demanding and very stressful. However, it is equally as rewarding. And that it's clear that most people who choose to pursue a career in the legal industry do so with the intention of giving back to the community and helping people out. They see their legal career as having a higher purpose, and it's not just a means to a paycheck for them. However, it is possible for lawyers, specifically in smaller firms, to get bogged down with the necessary but time-consuming busy work that it takes to run a firm, and can cause the sense of purpose to just become lost. We're going to review some ways that your firm can continue to foster a sense of meaning and purpose to make sure that doesn't happen with your staff. A good strategy to help those lawyers connect with the work and have better meaning and purpose within their work is a clear mission statement. This ensures that your firm has a clear, concise, and compelling mission statement that articulates its purposes and values. Make it a mission that lawyers will be proud of and can resonate with. Alignment with personal values is also encouraged. Getting your lawyers to reflect on their personal values and how they align with the firm's mission. When personal and professional values are congruent, your lawyers are more likely to be motivated and produce better work. And lastly, lead by example. Partners and senior lawyers should exemplify the firm's mission and their behavior and decision making. So creating opportunities for pro bono work and community engagement are a great way to drive that sense of meaning in their work. You can do so by involvement in firm initiatives. You can encourage lawyers to participate in firm-wide initiatives and committees related to the mission, such as a pro bono work, diversity and inclusion efforts, or community outreach are great examples of this. You could join a local bar association. By joining a local bar association or a similar group, your lawyers will have more opportunities to participate in the community events and network with people who are making a difference in this community. You could form a pro bono committee that helps oversee and coordinate all of the pro bono efforts within your law firm. This committee can help identify, evaluate, and allocate those pro bono opportunities. And then time allocation. Clearly communicate how pro bono hours will be accounted for your lawyer's annual billing hour targets. Ensure that the pro bono work is recognized and rewarded within the firm's compensation and evaluation systems. You can also choose to share their success stories. And there's various ways you can do this both internally and externally. Internal newsletters are a great way to share success stories of your staff members, new staff members joining the firms, case highlights, or anyone that's made any significant contribution lately. You can send this newsletter out to all of your employees on a regular basis, once a month. Email updates are also really good. Send out regular email updates that highlight recent successes and notable accomplishments. In those emails, you can include photos, client testimonials, rotating slideshows, and video clips. Blogs and social media is a great way to share success outside of your organization. You can use social media profiles, you can publish blog posts on your website that highlight the firm's success and the employees that played a part in those successes. All right, as we move towards this final topic, this is actually one of the most important ones in my opinion, and that is how to leverage innovation and technology to attract and retain the best legal talent. So what we've noticed is that having a modern firm is separating the high-performing players in the legal industry sector. By being innovative, these early adopters of technologies and practices have been able to achieve extraordinary growth in a short period of time. Being innovative does come with a risk, but the risk you are taking by not running a modern firm can and will be something that far outweighs the risk of being innovative. So how has technology enabled law firms to adapt to changing times and demonstrate their continuous growth and innovation? They've done so by improving efficiency and productivity. Technology tools and software have streamlined many routine tasks and time-consuming practices, such as document review, legal research, overall administrative work. This efficiency allows lawyers to become more focused on those higher value tasks and client services. Remote work and collaboration is a big one. Technology has facilitated remote work, and enabling lawyers to work from anywhere and access those case information and documents and communication tools securely is something that should definitely not be ignored. The flexibility has become essential, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic and anything beyond that. Document management is essential and definitely shows this growth and innovation. Having all of your documents in one place provides your firm with a single source of truth. Document management systems keep a perfect record of your files and every update so that your work stays on track, and it allows your firms to be more productive and reference any previous work. Client communications. Client communications is also definitely increased in growth with technology. Law firms have adopted client portals, which are part of these softwares, secure messaging apps, video conferencing platforms that essentially enhance client communications and provide real-time updates on every case that they have open. Lastly is automation and AI. AI is a hot topic, but automation has been around for some while. Automation tools and artificial intelligence tools are increasingly used in contract analysis, due diligence, legal research, leading to more accurate and efficient outcomes. Here's some common pain points that technology has been able to address over time. Document generation and version control is a big one. Document management software can automate your legal documents, contracts, forms based on pre-existing templates or new templates, reducing the time spent on manual drafting. This software also helps track revisions for your firm, simplifying collaboration and really reducing the errors. Time entry automation is another thing that was addressed by technology. Legal tech can automate time tracking, making it easier for lawyers to log billable hours more accurately. Studies show that accurately recording your billable hours with software increases your revenue by 30%. Scheduling tools. Calendar management software helps lawyers schedule appointments, court appearances, and deadlines, reducing scheduling conflicts. This is also a great tool to keep you in task and keep everyone moving as they should. Client portals. Legal tech provides secure client portals where clients can access updates, documents, communicate with other lawyers, reducing overall email correspondence. These portals also have automated features so that clients can receive reminders of upcoming court dates, appointments, deadlines, and bills. It has also handled encryption and secure messaging for law firms. Legal tech offers encrypted communication platforms to ensure confidentiality and protection of the client information and communication. All right, so what if you're too busy of hiring and just entirely too consumed by your practice to even think about hiring? There are organizations out there like legal staffing companies that can help you hire the right person or handle an entire process, let's say like client intake, for the firm. The latter of those is called business process outsourcing. And it really just depends what your end goal is in reference to which organization or type of business you decide to reach out to. There's going to be a couple of different ones. Staffing agencies are there to help you source the right talent by connecting with your team, providing you candidates to interview. And once you have found the right candidate, then you can pay the salary for the employee plus a service fee on top of the employee's salary directly to the staffing agency. Business process outsourcing is a different type of staffing company, but it's a little bit different than a traditional staffing company. It's very popular in big law, and it's a practice that's been going on for decades, to be honest. Big law firms typically reach out to a BPO company when they need a process taken care of. Client intake and discovery are great examples of this, and would like it done for a substantially lower cost. It's important to note that if you choose to evaluate BPO services, aligning with the BPO company and your goals and expectations is going to be a continuous process to ensure that you're maximizing your return on investment. Another type of staffing company out there is integrated staffing companies like ShiftSixOS. Integrated staffing companies combine both the cost effectiveness of BPO and the benefits of having a direct employee work for you. Integrated staffing offers law firms full-time employees, which you can get to manage their day-to-day workloads, set their KPIs and success metrics, while we handle all of the HR things, payroll, taxes, benefits, essentially all of the expensive stuff that we just covered. So what you get with that is a full-time employee working directly for you, all for a third of the cost you have allotted for the role, and no HR hassles. Now, there are several benefits to using a staffing agency that you may not be privy to. One of those is their expertise in legal hiring. Staffing agencies specializing in legal placements have in-depth knowledge of the legal industry. They understand the specific skills, qualifications, and experience required for the legal roles, making them well equipped to identify and source suitable candidates. You also get access to that wider talent pool that we discussed earlier. Staffing agencies have an extensive network of database of candidates, including both active job seekers and passive candidates who may not be actively searching for new opportunities. This broad reach can help law firms connect with a diverse range of qualified candidates. There's also a lot of time and cost savings involved in that. Outsourcing the recruitment process to a staffing agency can save a law firm a significant amount of time and resources. Agencies handle the tasks such as candidate sourcing, preliminary screening, and initial interviews, allowing your firm to focus on your critical responsibilities. Also, if you use the service of a company like ShiftSixOS, you can save even more with the cost savings of the cost of our employees due to the cost of the living differences in the areas where we source them from, the Philippines. It also helps in streamlining your recruitment. Staffing agencies can help streamline the recruitment process, helping law firms quickly identify and secure the top talent, which can be extremely beneficial and valuable when firms need to fill a position urgently or have high turnover rates or have a large project in the works. So how does integrated resourcing specifically help provide career growth or growth for your law firm? So the most important one is that it saves you money. If you offshore with a company like ShiftSixOS, you can hire support roles abroad for a fraction of the cost than hiring in the United States. Saving money this way could help you with the retention of legal staff because now you can spend more money to continue their education, development, advanced career progressions, or be able to hire associates with a better compensation package due to the cost savings. It also saves your attorney from busy work. Many attorneys, especially at small firms, have to spend a lot of time doing necessary but tedious busy work that keeps the business going. By hiring staff that cost a lot less per hour to handle those tasks to free up your attorney's time so they can focus on what they do best, practicing law, is a great way to leverage some of the benefits of an integrated resourcing company like ShiftSixOS. Freed up resources from integrated resourcing make it possible for you to be successful and just have more money in the bank. All right, we will move to the questions portion of our presentation. We did have some participants send in their questions that wouldn't be in attendance. One of the question reads, all right, so the question reads, how do I know which staffing agency is the right one for me to use? Okay, so that one's pretty simple. Honestly, it's connecting with them, hearing what their services are, but having a clear criteria of what it is that you need to accomplish or gain from the staffing agency. Keep in mind that staffing agencies traditionally have a staffing cost on top of that. So that is something to consider while you're pursuing these different avenues of or different companies that help with staffing. All right, another question we have here is, sorry, I'm having trouble reading this. Okay. Okay, so why is work from home such a relevant topic now? Okay, so within law firms, really there was a huge shift during COVID. I know a lot of you had to stay within your office setting because there was no alternative to that. But other firms that had the right technology were able to not only move fairly quicker through this process, through the pandemic, but also were able to retain their staff and continue their work while providing safety during that time. Now, the pandemic lasted about 2 years. So within that time, the possibilities and the potential and the thought of these roles being able to be done from home became very relevant, and that's where we are now. So as you begin to source and hire candidates, keep in mind that work from home is going to be a big benefit that everyone is starting to look for. All right.
Bryan, I was also going to say, I have unmuted everybody, so if anyone has any questions, they can ask now. But if not, we can continue. Guess we have no other questions.
All right, no worries. Thank you so much for joining us. I think this has been definitely a productive session on how to attract and retain the best legal talent. I know we've shared a lot of great ideas with you, but our hope is that as you consider using some of these and implementing them, you'll be able to build your dream team. My name is Brian. Thanks once again for joining us here for this webinar. If you have any questions, please visit our website, ShiftSixOS.com, or you can reach out at info@ShiftSixOS.com and request a free consultation.